everyone, it's C Mystic back here with another pick a card. Today's pick a card will be messages from your spirit guides. So what do your spirit guides want you to know? What do they want to tell you? As you can see, we have 4 piles to choose from. 1, 2, 3, and 4. The charm that came out for the first pile was an owl. The charm that came out for the second pile was a key. The charm that came out for the third pile was a mermaid. And the charm that came out for the fourth pile was a cat. The timestamps are in the description box below. If you want to take a moment to pause and meditate on the cards, you can. So let's go ahead and get started with pile number 1. Hey, for those of you who chose pile number 1, let's go ahead and dive in as mermaids do. I'll start with the channel messages. Okay, so oddly enough, the first thing I heard was butterscotch. So that obviously won't resonate for everyone, but it's a specific message out there for someone. I also heard dreams. So your spirit guides could be trying to connect with you in your dreams or send you messages through your dreams. I saw the percentage symbol. I saw the initials JV. So that could be a person's initials, or maybe it's referring to like junior varsity, I'm not sure. Then I saw HEA. I wasn't sure if it was trying to highlight those letters or if it was trying to spell out something. It could have been trying to spell out healing or healer, health, heaven, Heather, maybe. Take it how it resonates. And then I saw what looked like either yak or yar. And again, not sure if it's trying to highlight those letters. I guess backwards, Ray and K. Anyway, but when I looked up the meanings for yak and yar, they did sort of have similar meanings. So I'll go ahead and read that for you. So the yak, that is an ox with long hair. It's domesticated. It's known as the boat of the plateau, I think in Tibet. It usually comes in during times of scarcity to help you. And yar, so that is like sort of a nautical word referring to a boat that is ready for action. So both words reference boats. Yak is known as the boat of the plateau, and yar is a boat that's ready for action, ready to set sail. Thought that was interesting. I also saw axes, plural AXES, and the Pisces symbol. And then I heard at different points, I'm here, and one way or another. So that is direct messages for you. So the owl charm. Owls, you know, they can symbolize intuition, spirituality. They also represent changes though. And some cultures have sort of associated them with death, as in like, sort of like the death card, the transformation or transition between life and death and rebirth. So, and that sort of goes along with your cards too, as usual though. Because the energy, the focus area that your guides wanted to bring up was the 8th house, and that is Scorpio's natural house. So again, Scorpio, that would be like the death card, the tower card. It deals a lot with transformation, like, you know, the phoenix energy, rising from the ashes. So what they're wanting to focus on is the transformative areas of your life. And also it deals with other people's money, like inheritances, businesses. Let's see. It governs life, death, even like sex and like emotional depths. But this card says, this transformational area of your life is about shared resources and intense emotions. So, okay. So what's interesting, your overall energy is the 10 of Cups. This is complete emotional fulfillment. However, we have you starting here in the Strength card. Where you're at is going to be different for each of you. But just to go chronologically here, you start out in the Strength card. So this is you having to gather internal strength, inner strength. Usually happens during hard times, unwanted changes, which we already have references to changes. And then we see here, the Four of Cups actually came out in reverse. So the Four of Cups can represent being discontent. It can represent apathy, which is not having any feelings, sort of a numb feeling. And it can also represent missed opportunities. It's in the reverse here. So this tells me that you're trying to come out of this energy. Which would make sense with the Strength card here. I see that you're trying to start anew. This could be work related with the Pentacles. Doesn't have to be though. This just shows you showing dedication and hard work to start something or to build upon something. And then we have here the Five of Cups. So this references a loss or an unexpected, unwelcomed change that has left you in a feeling of lack or abandonment. But it has you sort of focusing on the negative. Like I always say, you know, there's two cups behind this person, but they're not noticing. And they're not noticing the bridge to the castle because they're looking now at the cups that have spilled. They're focusing on the loss. So a couple things could be going on here. Some of you could have gone through something where you've had to use a lot of inner strength in order to rebuild and try to go within. But then maybe another loss happened. For others of you, this could be you trying to seize an opportunity and working really hard at it for it to seem like it failed. Some of you are aware of how you've been looking at sort of the negative things, and you've been going within and recognizing that and trying to change that despite this. So for some of you, this has already happened. And for others of you, you suffered a loss or a change, and then another one happened. I almost get sort of the feeling of I can't win for losing, you know? I get that sort of saying here. But it does show you trying, which does take a lot of strength and is, you know, can be very difficult. The consensus here is that you're trying to start over in some aspect related to the 8th house, of course, despite the losses that you've suffered, despite the negative things that have happened. You're still trying to move forward. And they are recognizing that. What's curious, though, is that your overall energy is the 10 of Cups, which is a far cry from the 5 of Cups. So there could be some sort of perception that needs to be tweaked. To get into your oracle cards, some more energies we have. Have faith in your dreams, waxing crescent moon. We have the answers you need are coming, full moon in Gemini. Gemini is the twins, and then we have male, female here with 2 rings. This could deal with a relationship, a soulmate. A soulmate can be, it doesn't have to be a romantic person. It could just be someone in your soul family. Then we have the energy is gaining momentum. So have faith in your dreams. The energy is gaining momentum. The answers you need are coming. Yeah, there's something you're not seeing. Like I said, that perception may be off. You can't see the forest for the trees, you know. Then we have stag, trust, and thrive. They're calling for you to have trust. Things may look dire right now. And how dire will depend on each person, but nevertheless, there's something that isn't very visible to you right now, but they're asking you to trust because it will soon be. Then we have sun. Expect success and happiness. I'll put that by the 10 of Cups. If you can see it. Well, I have to put it there. Then we have illusion. Embrace the truth. Illusion. So, yeah, that perception. You're not seeing the 10 of Cups. That's already in your energy. We have unicorn. This one doesn't come out very often. Indulge your creative, imaginative, and magical side through some form of artistic expression. So maybe that has something to do with have faith in your dreams. Perhaps this is sort of a business for some of you, a creative passion. We did have dreams here too. We have goose. Take time to rest and recuperate rather than continuing your striving. So maybe you've been overworking. You need to gather your strength. We have Radha, soul flame. It says, rediscover a lost part of yourself. Experience relationship harmony and healing. So yeah, for some of you, this deals with another person. Master Buddha, increased awareness. Deep connection, trust your inner voice. Then we have El Moria, awakening presence. The universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. So Radha is Hindu. Buddha and El Moria are both India. Well, Nepal and India. I'm going to go ahead and read a little bit about these. Get my reading glasses going. I'll read an excerpt out of these. For El Moria, this wise soul is now able to help us remove any energy from our life that is not serving our connection to God. He is a wonderful God to call on. Speaking of guides, he is a wonderful God to call on if we are unsure if something is real or not. Illusion. He helps awaken our I am presence, which is our truest connection to our soul and to the universe itself. Okay, extended message here. Spiritual protection is important at this time. Ensure that you are cleansing your energy before putting on protection. El Moria is here with a legion of angels to help you understand where you're at now. Fire up your divine connection and detach from dramas, people, places, and emotions that no longer serve you. Remember that within you there is a mighty soul light. Allow that light to shine through your entire being. Then call on El Moria and his angels to surround you in a light that will keep you safe on all levels. Also know that facing fears and seeing the truth, speaking of illusion, will strengthen your connection to the universal life force. And then for Master Buddha. Okay, an excerpt I will read. It says, now he helps us make contact with our inner teacher and encourages us to acknowledge how we feel and accept it so that we can move beyond the suffering we feel. Also, it says, you are moving beyond the illusion. You're moving beyond the illusion that fear has created. So, exactly. You're not seeing it. You're not seeing the Ten of Cups. So that you can be more focused on your priorities and what is serving you on this path. All suffering eventually comes to an end. And acknowledging how you really feel and what occurred in order for you to feel this way will help you move beyond it. Call on Master Buddha if you want now to help you remember you are part of something that is greater than suffering. The wheel of karma is turning in your favor, and all your acts of kindness and goodness will benefit you. Thoughts may arise now that solve issues in your life, home, relationships, or work. They are being sent to you from your inner teacher, the Buddha within. And I'll go ahead and read a little bit from this one, which is Radha. She is dedicated to supporting all those who seek relationship harmony and healing. So again, some of this, is going to be relationships. Doesn't have to be romantic, as I said. Okay. Loving union, connection, and relationship harmony are key at this time. It is important to remember, though, that relationships won't make you whole. Only your own love can do that. You now have opportunities to find lost parts of yourself. Maybe sensual aspects or the capacity to cherish yourself. The relationships around you will then begin to reflect the love you have for yourself. Increased romance, love, and opportunities to express divine harmony through love are all becoming apparent in your life. You deserve becoming apparent. The illusions are being shattered here. You deserve divine love, and Radha, with her Shakti presence, is here to awaken this loving connection within you now. You're having inner union, aren't you? Your thoughts create your reality. If you focus on the negative things, then the losses that will happen. Not diminishing anything you've gone through at all. Trust me. We all have harsh lessons here that can break us and leave us hopeless. numb, with not seeing any potential for the future. Depending on what level you're on with this. But you have the Ten of Cups. You have the Sun. This is an illusion. This is an illusion. That the hopelessness is an illusion. Thinking that things will always work out a certain way. Thinking that you will always have missed opportunities. And that you'll always have to work hard and never get your goal. That's an illusion. But if you believe it, if you believe that you're never going to achieve something, or you're never going to be happy, then you won't. And it's really hard. It's really hard to keep your mind positive when certain things happen to us. And I can speak from experience. We all can. So it's not downing anybody. It's me saying, I know it's hard. And I know that it can look very bleak sometimes. But you can't lose hope. You can't look at it that way. Because if you do, then the good things won't be able to come in. You'll keep manifesting the self-fulfilling prophecy. I pulled some cards for you to see possibly who your spirit guides are. And you have ancestors and elementals. Okay. I made some, I chose some Bible verses because I work closely with Christ consciousness, and it sort of resonated for me to do this. I understand these energies. So I thought it might help to put some Bible verses together. So maybe one of these will help on your path now. Okay, this is the first time I'm doing this, so I wasn't sure how to get those out. What we have here. Proverbs 21:15. When justice is done, it brings joy to the righteous, but terror to evildoers. So if someone has done you wrong, there is justice coming. But when justice comes and you've done good things, then you'll get good justice, good karma. Then we have James 1, verses 2 through 4. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds. Oh my God. Okay. Because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work, so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking in anything. Complete. This is complete. It's a 10, the 10 of Cups, complete emotional fulfillment. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith, the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work, so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking in anything. This is shadow work, is what this is referring to. You have to go to the emotional depths and do the shadow work and pull it out and heal it. It has to surface so that it can heal. so that you will be complete. And didn't one of those things say something about the missing parts of yourself? Okay. I think it was this one. Then we have Ephesians 4:29. So this could have been something that happened to you. Let's see. Ephesians 4:29. Do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouth, but only what is helpful for building others up according to their needs, so that it may benefit those who listen. Then we have Exodus 14:14. The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. Mic drop. Okay. John 14:27. Peace I leave with you. My peace I give you. I do not give to you as the world gives. Do not let your hearts be troubled, and do not be afraid. So that is what I have for you, pile one. Actually, pile one, you had one more left, and I started to clear the cards away. I didn't see it. It says, it's Galatians 6:9. Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. That is probably the most important message. It is a perfect closing message for you. So sorry about that again. And thank you. And please remember to like, share, comment, subscribe. Anything like that really does help circulate the channel. And I hope to see you next time. Take care. Hey, for those of you who chose pile 2, let's go ahead and dive in as mermaids do. We'll start with the channel messages here. So, first off, whenever I started to channel for pile 2, the birds started chirping outside and getting quite loud. That happens with one pile in every video that I've done, it seems. Or at least for most of the videos that I've done. There's always one pile where the birds will just start making a lot of noise outside. So that was for this pile. And okay, so I got the word turtle. So a turtle, that's a sacred animal to many cultures. It can refer to divine feminine energy. It references, slow and steady wins the race. It references you being able to make a home anywhere, because the turtle lives in its shell and carries its shell with it. So it represents that as well. And wisdom to plenty of things. And then, but of course, this could be something specific to you. I'm just trying to give a little bit of meanings for each thing, but I don't want to take away from anything that's actually specific to you. So I also heard Tribe of Judah. I heard God. So a lot of biblical energy here. Then I heard the word burp. I don't know what that's about, but the word May. I'm not sure if that's a month or a person. I heard James and Sally. Okay, so that could be someone you know, if it's not you. Let's see, eggs and coffee. I saw AA. So sometimes that makes me think of people with double letters in their name, but it could just be initials. And then N and X. The word sage. Circles. 4 and 444. The meaning of 4, that represents stability. If you want to look it up, there's other meanings too. And 444, same thing there, but it lets you know that you're on the right path. I do recommend looking at those numbers though. Then I also saw the symbol for Jupiter that has been coming up in nearly every video that I've had. This did too. Twinkle Twinkle did too for one of the piles, but this added a little bit to it. You know, we know this song, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, but for some reason it was Twinkle Twinkle Shooting Star. So there's that. And your charm, of course, was the key. Sort of looks like a little Mickey Mouse key almost. I don't know if it's supposed to or if it's supposed to be like 3 circles or what. Circles. Who knows, right? Okay. So I pulled some cards, these astrology cards. They have houses, planets, and zodiac signs. Every single pile got a house card. And your house, so this is going to be the area that your guides are wanting to reference or focus on. And it's the 11th house. So this is naturally, what would this be? Aquarius. This is Aquarius. This is a star card. Twinkle Twinkle Shooting Star. You can see in the picture here, there's a child looking at the star, like they're wishing upon a star. The star card, Aquarius. So, and it says, where the cosmos grants wishes, luck, friends, and social occasions. So it's going to deal with these sort of things. Wishes, luck, friends, social occasions. Okay. So we will start with your current energy. And you are currently embodying, or soon will be embodying, the Empress. So the Empress is the embodiment of creation. It doesn't matter if you're male or female. This is, you know, the symbol for fertility. Like I said, creation, creativity, abundance, emotions. She's the embodiment of all 4 queens in tarot. Okay. So we see you have a lot of wands. I intended to pull 3 cards, but 2 came out for your first and second, and I usually take 2 if they come out. All wands though, a lot of fire. So to start here, and where you're at is going to be different for each of you. Some of you, this may have already happened. Some of you, it hasn't. I think most of you, it has. So this is conflict and competition, basically. And then you have the 6 of Wands. So this is victory. This is sort of strutting off, you know, in victory with your head held high. A lot of praise, recognition, possibly. Wait a minute. 5, 6, 7. So it goes in order here. 5, 6, and then the 7 of Wands. This is self-defensive energy. This person has, you know, all these wands facing him and he's trying to fight them off. This is sort of, you know, backed into a corner energy on the defensive, like I said. And then the 2 of Wands, which is usually going to reference a crossroads. And then the Judgment card. So this could be a judgment call that you make, or this could be divine intervention. So there's a couple options here. Obviously, there's a lot of conflict going on. Internal or external. It's going to be related to the 11th house. It's like there was conflict that you've walked away from, but you're still deciding whether or not to go back to it to, like, stand up for yourself. Like, you're wondering, should I stand up for myself or just walk away or just keep walking away? Do I keep fighting or take the high road? If you do have any sort of recognition, I almost get this card as like, I'm blocking off all the haters. I'm stupid. Okay. And then, of course, there's the Judgment card. So it's basically saying you need to make the judgment call. You know what to do. And I feel like if you don't sort of make a decision here, one's going to be made for you as divine intervention. Because you're meant to create. You have a fertile energy right now. But it's just this inner conflict that's going on where you're, like I said, it's like, do I keep fighting? Or do I keep standing up for myself, whatever the situation? Or do I take the high road and walk away? Some of the other energy cards we have here, it's time to take action. So yeah, that Judgment card, it's time to sort of make the decision here. And it says new moon in Aries. So Aries could be a significant season for you, maybe related to this. But Aries is a fire sign, and we have heavy fire here. And then you also have adjustments are required. Third quarter moon. So yeah, it's time to take action because adjustments are required. Judgment card. It's time to make that judgment call. Okay, let's see some of your oracle cards. We have go with the flow, let things happen. Epiphany, seek clarity. Elk, and it says, stand tall and maintain your dignity no matter what. And others will treat you with the respect that you deserve. So stand tall and maintain your dignity. Don't sink to, if you are having trouble from others, it's saying not to sink to their level, which you know that. But it's okay to stand tall. Keep your chin up. Don't let anyone make you feel like you have to put your head down. Then we have dog. Your loyalty and faithfulness is misplaced by serving too many masters. So perhaps you're trying to please too many people for some of you. And that's what has you sort of wondering, do I fight or walk away? Because you're dealing with more than one. If you make one decision, the other person might get mad. If you make the other, you know what I'm saying? That's for some of you. The other master could be your ego for some of you too. Then we have the Miriam, Sacred Vision, and it says, choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. So that's very interesting, forgiveness. Then we have Melchizedek, higher learning. It says you have learned from experience. So yeah, this is already happened for a lot of you, and probably several times in your past too. You have learned from experience. More inner study is now required to further progress. Then we have Seer, and it says, see beyond the current situation. Spring, see your seeds grow. So that sort of goes with the Empress card. So it's like you've mastered a lesson, or are mastering a lesson, and you will be able to reap what you sow. And then we have Eagle, and it says, see from a higher perspective. Higher perspective, higher learning. But this is incredibly interesting though, because you have see from a higher perspective, see your seeds grow, seer, see beyond the current situation, sacred vision, and epiphany, seek clarity. Look at all of these cards about vision and seeing. That's a strong message for it to come up so much. Yeah, they're wanting you to see from higher perspective because they're wanting you to take the high road, it looks like, to see beyond the current circumstances. I mean, I keep repeating myself a lot because, I mean, this is a pretty straightforward message here. It's like, you know what to do. You've learned. Stand tall, maintain your dignity. Yeah. Be true to yourself. I want to say, don't let anyone bring you down into a lower vibration. And if it's not a person, it's a situation. Don't let a certain situation bring you down into a lower vibration. See beyond it. See beyond the conflict or chaos. Because things are trying to come in for you. You have the Empress energy is around you. Spring energy. But you need to make this judgment call. It's time. And then, not only do you have the Empress energy in spring, we had the Twinkle Twinkle shooting star. So, it's usually little star. So you're not a little star. Don't feel little or be belittled or feel small in a situation, because you're meant to shoot forward here. As the Empress. Okay. I pulled some cards to see who your spirit guides could be. I pulled 2 for each. You have guardian angel, and ascended master. What stuck out to me was the white in these cards. And I thought of angels, and then I saw the judgment card. If I've called this justice, forgive me. I hope I haven't. But the judgment card also has an angel, so I was getting angel vibes. And you do have guardian angel here, an ascended master. Melchizedek, I think, is an ascended master, but that would also be like Jesus, Buddha, Kuan Yin, different ones, Lady Nada. So these are pretty significant energies. You have pretty significant high-level spirit guides you have. And we did have Tribe of Judah, God, Abraham, Melchizedek. Well, speaking of God, I made some Bible verses, and I thought it would be helpful to use them in the tarot readings because I work with Jesus closely and Christ consciousness, and I know these energies very well, and I thought it was sort of a no-brainer to use them. So I printed some out and cut it up, and let's just see if any of these will be helpful for you. Sorry if it's noisy. Oh, well, okay. You have more than I thought. Okay. Let's go ahead and take them. Can't turn back now. It's too late. Okay. Wow. So, the first one you have, Isaiah 41:10, and it says, "So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." So maybe you guys really needed a lot of these since so many came out. Proverbs 26:12. Do you see a person wise in their own eyes? There is more hope for a fool than for them. So maybe you're dealing with somebody who thinks that they're wise, or who thinks that they have done nothing wrong, or who those type of people, they can't be taught anything because they think they know it all already. So it's better to be a fool, because a fool can be taught. So maybe you're dealing with a very prideful person for some of you. Then we have Matthew 6:25. Therefore I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat or drink, or about your body, what you will wear. Is not life more than food, and the body more than clothes? So maybe some of you have had to fight literally for just survival, for basic necessities for some of you. Okay. But this could also be referring to ego. Luke 6:48, he is like a man which built a house and digged deep and laid the foundations on a rock. And when the flood arose, the stream beat vehemently upon that house and could not shake it, for it was founded upon a rock. So this is about building your foundations on a rock instead of sand. If it was built on sand or anything of the sort during a flood, it would have been washed away. Then we have So part of this is cut out. Sorry. Don't know what happened there. I'll try to figure out what it is and put it in the description box. But it says, how can you say to your brother, "Brother, let me take that speck out of your eye," when you yourself fail to see the plank in your own eye? You hypocrite. First take the plank out of your eye, and then you will see clearly to remove the speck from your brother's eye. So pride again. I'll say this one again. How can you say to your brother, and this could be how someone is acting toward you, or this could be you. But it says, how can you say to your brother, "Brother, let me take the speck out of your eye," when you yourself fail to see the plank in your own eye? You hypocrite. First take the plank out of your eye, then you will be able to see clearly to remove the speck from your brother's eye. Then we have Mark 11:24. Therefore I tell you, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it, and it will be yours. This Bible verse is referencing manifestation. If you don't believe it, it's going to end up as a self-fulfilling prophecy. Then we have Matthew 10:26. So do not be afraid of them, for there is nothing concealed that will not be disclosed, or hidden that will not be made known. Okay, so for those of you that are dealing with others, I'll read it again. So do not be afraid of them, for there is nothing concealed that will not be disclosed, or hidden that will not be made known. So they're going to be, if people have been sort of causing conflict in your life and seemingly getting away with it, what they've done will be brought to light. They will be found out. You don't need to sort of sink to that level, or let it get to you internally. Let it cause you inner chaos, inner turmoil. Forgiveness is for you, not for the other person. Forgiveness is for you. And they will get theirs. So if it resonated, please like, share, subscribe, comment. Anything like that helps to circulate the channel and is very, very appreciated. And I hope to see you next time. Take care. Hey, for those of you who chose pile 3, let's go ahead and dive in as mermaids do. So we'll start with your channel messages here. So some of the first things I heard was Helen and Rio. It could be names or places. Fair, F-A-R-E. But I did write flare by accident because I channel on a separate paper, and then I sort of put it on this fancy little mermaid paper I have. But so I wrote it wrong. But fair, but maybe there's a reason for that, is what I was trying to get at. But fair can mean travel. Related to travel. I heard Mary and Jake. I saw a Z with a line through it. I don't know if that's significant. I think that it was just shown to me that way so I wouldn't get it confused with a 2 or something. Now, this next one, I'm sorry. I saw Hag, H-A-G. And I was going to ignore it because I thought it was rude, okay? But it came up again, so I had to include it. But it could be initials, because I don't think your spirit guide would be a hag. We're calling you a hag. But it could be like some sort of inside joke or something. Not sure there. And then I heard now, herbal. So you could be going through, or sorry, you could be using like herbal remedies for things. And then ever unfolding. And then this one was weird. AARG. I don't think he was trying to spell AARP, but who knows. But anyway, AARG, those letters could be significant. What I was thinking was like maybe it was trying to say ARG, which is, you know, a pirate thing. And then I saw he and her and then year. And then Hawk, H-O-C-K. So I looked that up, and it could mean like the joint of certain animals, like the horse, the joint where their leg sort of goes this way, and pigs as well. But it could also mean to pawn something. So, very interesting. And your charm was the mermaid. So, hey fam, how you doing? Okay, so the area of interest that your guides wanted to discuss was the 4th house. This is Cancer's natural house. And it deals with, let's see, this says it deals with your home and the roots of your being. It's an emotional house. It can deal with relationships, you know. But mainly the home. Some other energies that we have going on here is full moon in Scorpio. I think we just had that. And it says it's time to release negativity. And you're very close to achieving your goal. Gibbous moon. Scorpio, Cancer, a lot of water energy. Mermaid, water energy. And you've got 3 out of the 4 court cards of cups. So, water energy like crazy. So your current energy is the Knight of Cups. This is someone who is heading toward their passions or emotions or spirituality. Cups can reference any of those, but the Knight is like taking steps toward that. And because these are all court cards, this could involve more than one person, but it doesn't have to be. This could all be you. It'll just depend on each person. These are the energies that you're working with, and how it plays out for each person will, of course, be different. So where you're at will depend on each of you individually, but we start here with the King of Cups. So the King of Cups is someone who is the master of his or her emotions. There could be a lot of, you know, chaos going on around, but they are in control of themselves. Has compassion, has empathy, but is still really good at controlling the emotions. Then we have the Knight of Swords. So this is a very sort of fast-moving energy, very spontaneous, daring, sort of jumping in type of energy. Then you have the Page of Cups, which is either, it can reference news or new beginnings. So just newness in general, with the cups being emotions, spirituality. And then we have the 8 of Pentacles. So this can reference jobs, dedication, commitment. And then we have the 8 of Wands. So very quick energy. So there's a few things that could be going on here. Someone could be coming towards you with the love offer to sort of have a new beginning with you, and it could be very quick. For others of you, this is going to be you sort of heading toward your passions or your spirituality. Sort of like, for instance, it could be like a passion project that you have, that you're working on, that's about to really take off. Something that you've worked hard at, that you've mastered. This can represent mastery as well. I mean, this can represent a lot of overthinking energy too, which makes me think that this is definitely two people for a lot of you. One being very fast moving and one being still. But it's like the beginnings or new beginnings of sort of working on things together. Either family, the roots of your being. So working with family, working with a love interest, or sort of like a passion project. Something with emotional or spiritual meaning. So fair can mean travel, and so can this. And then you have the word now, so. And then he and her. Interesting. So let's see. Let's get some clarification from your other oracle cards here. You have money. Find a way to abundance. So yeah, this could, like I said, be something with sort of work, a job that you love, a creative project you love, a side business sort of thing. Then we have competition. Summon courage and self-confidence. Is that visible? Then we have Air Guardian. Shift your perception. We have Autumn. Release the old and rest. So it's time to release negativity. And this says release the old and rest. We have Cardinal. And it says the polarities of your spirit. Okay, so maybe that's, it says the polarities. So maybe this is an internal battle with you. You're trying not to get into sort of the overthinking, jumping, rushing in sort of energy. But still, I mean, stuff is happening fast for you. So maybe it's just overthinking. Okay. The polarities of your spiritual pursuits and physical pleasures are out of balance. So do whatever is necessary to bring them back into equilibrium. So get grounded. This person's moving so fast that they're like in the air, And this is, of course in the air. And then Air Guardian. Bird. Yeah, maybe you need to get grounded. And then you have Platypus. Okay. I was wanting this one to come out for somebody. It says, stop complaining and focus your attention on the blessings in your life. So, we have time to release negativity. We have release the old and rest. And we have stop complaining and focus your attention on the blessings in your life. So a lot about releasing the negativity. Focus on the positive. And then we had that about the polarities. So, yeah. They're wanting you to embody more of the King of Cups instead of the Knight of Swords. Then we have Krishna devotion. And it says, trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. Then we have Lord Ganesh, infinite abundance. And it says, infinite abundance. Wait. So you got money. The only card in this deck that references money, and you got it. And then the one that references abundance, you got it here. So, infinite abundance. And it says, obstacles are being removed. Spiritual support and connections are increasing. So you are getting closer to spirit. You are leveling out these polarities, and it's going to bring a lot of abundance into your life. I don't get much negativity at all in this one, really. I mean, I get a lot of releasing negativity, you know, but I don't get a lot of bad energy, you know. Not too heavy, because you're in the process of releasing, I guess. But you're coming into abundance. And abundance can mean more than money, obviously. What am I doing? I got these all over the place. What is this Knight of Swords, though? Just a little bit more clarity, because I feel like I didn't do a good enough job there. And I'm a Virgo, so what is this Knight of Swords? Can you please clarify the Knight of Swords? Divine timing. So maybe you're impatient. Anything else on the tarot? Money, career. You don't say. Okay, so maybe things aren't taking off in your money, with your money and career. Or you're dealing with somebody at work. If it is money and career, I mean, this is the roots of your being. So it has to be something that you're really connected to. That's why I kept saying passion project. Like a soul mission, life purpose type of thing. Knight of Cups. Well, that's interesting. Addiction. So yeah, maybe it's that obsessive overthinking. Anything else? Healing. Okay. Lord Ganesh and Krishna are both Hindu, so there could be a connection there. And the tiger is also in Asia. A lot of aquatic energy with a lot of air energy too. I was thinking whenever I was doing the animal spirit cards that I thought that you might get an aquatic sort of bird like a duck. But then the platypus came out, and I mean, it has a bill like a duck, right? Okay, pull some of these for you. Okay. We have, okay, you're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Okay, what did I say? Okay, it says stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. Like I said, your soul mission, life purpose. That's what your north node is going to be. Share your voice. Come out of the cave. Persecution. Expression. Share your voice. And then we have play. Have fun. Celebrate. Don't be so serious. I think you're getting some good karma. Because, your commitment has been recognized and obstacles are being removed. Shift your perception. Yeah. Maybe you're just thinking a little bit on the negative or focus too much on the material for some of you, or just overthinking. Because, release the negativity. Yeah, you're close to achieving your goals for sure. Okay. Anyways, so I have some Bible verses here. I work very closely with Jesus and Christ consciousness, so I thought, it was sort of a no-brainer to bring in some Bible verses. So let's see if any come out for you that will help. Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper. Plans to prosper. Plans. I'm so sorry. It's too late. I've stayed up long. Okay. Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. Proverbs 4:23. Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Luke 6:41. Why do you look at the speck of sawdust in your brother's eye and pay no attention to the plank in your own eye? So that's about sort of judging others for things that we ourselves do. And somebody could have been doing that to you. Okay, 1 John 4:18. There is no fear in love, but perfect love drives out fear, because fear has to do with punishment. The one who fears is not made perfect in love. Let me read that one again. 1 John 4:18. There is no fear in love, but perfect love drives out fear, because fear has to do with punishment. The one who fears is not made perfect in love. So the negativity and overthinking, all of that traces back to fear in some capacity, some form or fashion. That can be the root of everything. And then we have, okay, so we had 1 John 4:18. Now we have 1 John 3:18. My little children, let us not love in word, neither in tongue, but deed and in truth. What about love here? Then we have Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. Let me say that one again. Now, faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. So maybe that fear is causing you to lack faith, which we all can understand that. Okay, so that is what I have. Okay, I'm really dumb, and I forgot the part about... I'm so sorry. Okay, I forgot the part about your spirit guides, who they might be. These white cards that were flipped, over here. You had Archangel and Fae. So you could be dealing with fairies, if that resonates. Or archangels could be with you as your spirit guides. So, if it resonated, please like, share, subscribe, comment. Anything like that helps circulate the channel and would be very, very, very much appreciated. And I hope you take care and see you next time. Hey, for those of you who chose pile 4, let's go ahead and dive in as mermaids do. We will start with the channel messages. Some of these will have personal meanings to you, but I will go ahead and let you know of any meanings that I found out, but not to take away from personal meanings though. If any of these has a personal meaning to you, just ignore my interpretation. It's just there for, just to help. So I heard the word 7. I heard the word muskroot, and I didn't actually think it was a thing. But I wrote it down anyway and looked it up later after the channeling and found out that, yeah, it's a thing. It's an actual plant, and it's a medicinal plant too. So maybe your spirit guides want to bring it, to talk about your health maybe, or maybe you're going into sort of herbal remedies. That could be something that you're, starting to get into. I heard the word Llewellyn, and that could be a name or a last name. Some people spell it L-E-W. Changes. The number 35. And it looks like I did not look up the meaning for that, but regardless, it's going to reference changes because it has a 5 in it. And with a 3 in it, it could reference creativity. Then I saw rage and erase. So maybe you're letting go of some anger or resentment or something you have with someone or a situation. The letter M, I heard hustle. And then 420, I saw 420. So, yeah, that could have a personal meaning for some of you. But when I looked it up, it means opening your heart to opportunities, especially related to your soul mission. So, opening your heart and your soul mission. But like I said, it could have personal meaning. For some of you, your guides might be wanting to bring something else up. And if so, if you are into smoking anything, I wouldn't smoke muskroot. I don't know if that's safe. And then I heard cis, and I saw sort of a cursive E. Your charm was the cat. So the cat can reference spirituality, superstition. They have heightened senses. They're very alert and aware of their surroundings. Sensitive to their surroundings. They're very independent as well. And then, and they like boundaries. Not lack, like. They like boundaries. So the area of interest that your guides want to talk about is the 7th house. So this is Libra's natural house. And it says, this area of your life is about long-term significant partners, romantic, business, or family. So the house of Libra represents those long-term partnerships or relationships, romance, business, or family. So that's what this is going to be referencing. Your overall energy is the Moon card. So that can reference a few things. It could be sort of a nod to your intuitive gifts, being in your intuition right now. But it could also reference sort of being in the dark, confusion around you, or deception. So where you are at here will depend on each of you and your personal circumstances. But starting out here, we have the Fool card. So this is basically starting from ground zero, a complete new beginning here. Then we have the 6 of Cups with the Ace of Swords in reverse. The 6 of Cups can reference children or childhood, anything from the past. Can even reference past lives or soulmates. Nostalgia, just things from the past. Ace of Swords in reverse, that to me is lack of clarity, lack of success or victory, or inability to cut something out. Then we end here with the Hanged Man. So this can represent stagnation, but the Hanged Man put himself there to get a different perspective. So this is about enlightenment. So a few things could be happening here, and it will vary for each of you, because we're not all going through the same things. We experience the same energies, but how it manifests in our reality is, of course, going to be different for everybody. So, I mean, this Moon card really goes with this lack of clarity. I think that's the main thing here, and that's what you're trying to figure out. It's like you want a new beginning. You want movement. You want to move forward. You want to start over with the 6 of Cups situation. So this could be a person, family, business, or romantic. You're wanting to start this new beginning here, but you're having a lack of clarity in regard to the 6 of Cups, work, business, romantic, business, or family. You don't know if you should have a new beginning in this situation, or if you just should have a new beginning elsewhere. And it has you stuck. Something's not making sense to you. It's not adding up. You're not seeing something clearly, but you're trying to, because you want to move forward. I don't think that you've put yourself in this hangman position to be stagnant. I think you've been put there because you don't know what's going on, and you just sort of been forced there. But you're trying to gather information and seek the truth while you are stuck in this position, trying to get that clarity. So this could be a soulmate, or a member of your soul family. Maybe you are, for some of you, there's this journey you need to go on, metaphorically, but your past is holding you back. And that's what has you in this energy. Okay, let's see what some of your oracle cards say. Maybe that can bring some more clarity. It says, cheer up, live in the moment. Moving forward, get ready for positive change. So I want to put that by the Fool card. And I want to put cheer up by the Moon. You can see it a little bit. Then we have Shaman, trust in higher forces. Mother Mary, love and peace. Let go of the need to be right. Choose peace. Mother healing is possible at this time. Let go of the need to be right. Then we have faith, and it says humanity and benevolence. Stay calm. Trust the good in yourself and others. See the light in the world. See the light in the world. Choose peace. Moving forward. Yeah, something may not have went your way. You're having a hard time seeing the good in others or in situations, life in general maybe for some of you. Then we have Lady Nada, Heart Awakening. It says, awaken to acceptance and divine love. Give and receive in balance. So all three of these are feminine energies, and they're all referencing love, like unconditional love, opening your heart. And we had 420, which means open your heart to new opportunities. It involves your soul mission. Okay, so let's see what else we have. We have Walrus, and it says, remain vigilant about the current situation. Pay attention to signs and omens, and let them dictate your choices. I put it up here because it sort of reminded me of the cat about being vigilant. But then we also have Weasel, and it says, be silent, pay attention, and simply observe with your eyes, ears, and physical feelings what is happening inside and all around you. So a lot about being vigilant, paying attention to your surroundings. So one of the other piles got a lot of messages about seeing, like keeping their eyes open for something. Yours is more than that. It's keeping your eyes, ears, and your body open to sort of what's around, the feelings you get, everything. Then we have Oracle, wait for important information. Okay, they're going to be sending you information, your guides. Then we have White Witch, be the light. Didn't that say, see the light in the world and then be the light? A lot of feminine energy. Oh, so we had show the world the real you, full moon in Aquarius, and then your hard work is paying off, new moon in Capricorn. So Aquarius and Capricorn season could have been significant in some way, or you know, that's someone's birthday that you're dealing with, or your birthday in those times. lot of heart chakra awakening. Not that your heart chakra was closed before, but it's like healing and opening more, trusting more, because you haven't been able to trust before, or you have, but you have recently gone through a situation that's made you sort of block part of your heart chakra off and lose faith. Not really understanding what's going on, and it sort of left you stuck, trying to figure out why, like the why behind something, why something happened, perhaps. But it's wanting you to move forward, or they are wanting you to move forward, and to cheer up, and remain vigilant, though, not just with your eyes, but with your physical body. Your heart, I think, is key. So 7 is a spiritual number that could have other significance, though. Medicinal plant. We had changes, rage, and erase. Yeah, I think if you had rage, either at your circumstances or at a person, 7th house energy, it's being erased because you're having a heart awakening, a heart healing or unblocking. Trust in higher forces. I know I'm repeating myself. I'm trying to sort of soak everything in. Shaman, trust in higher forces. Oracle, wait for important information. You could be a spiritual person because we have 7 and we have, shaman and oracle, witch. You are going to be getting some enlightenment. And this clarity is going to come through. Because you are ready to go, to travel, to move forward, to hustle. Yeah, positive things are going to happen. It just you may not see that right now. Let me get, actually, I'm going to get a couple of these just to see if we can get a little bit more information. Before I do that, I don't want to forget, I pulled some of these cards, 2 for each pile, to see who your spirit guides could be, and you have Galactic, for whoever that resonates for, and Loved One. So that could be your spirit guides. Can we get a little bit of information on, let's see, on the 6 of Cups with the Ace of Swords in reverse? Any more information on those? Attachment. So maybe you're having a hard time cutting out the past. This could be a past person or, past events that are sticking with you. You're having trouble getting away from. Even childhood issues for some of you. Let's see, anything else? Well, you don't say. Children and family. That's what this is. And the 7th house is long-term. Anything else you want to say about the reading as a whole? Restoring balance. And it says, heart awakening, awaken to acceptance and divine love, give and receive in balance. So maybe you've, then on the bottom of the deck, harmony in relationships. Maybe you don't know how to receive love because you're so used to giving it and not receiving it. And it's time to receive. I'm going to pull one of these for you. And then I'll get some quick little verses and then we'll be good to go. Any messages for pile 4? We have Lemuria, creating heaven on earth, it's happening. On the bottom of the deck, Star Mother, how can you mother yourself? How can you mother yourself? Mother Mary, mother healing is possible at this time. And then Lemuria, so that's the divine feminine energy. A lot of divine feminine energy. But what I was getting at, Star Mother, Lemuria, Galactic, for those of you that it does resonate, there is a lot of starseed references here. Okay, so I have some Bible verses that I thought might help. So let's pull some in for you and see what comes out. Okay. John 8:7. So when they continued asking him, he lifted up himself and said unto them, he that is without sin among you, let him first cast a stone upon her. So, in other words, he who is without sin can cast the first stone. Don't, this could be what somebody has done to you. It's about people blaming you for things that they've done themselves, sort of judging you for things that they themselves do. Like those in glass houses shouldn't throw rocks, sort of energy there. Then we have Romans 5, verses 3 through 5. Not only so, but we also glory in our sufferings, because we know that suffering produces perseverance. Perseverance produces character, and character, hope. And hope does not put us to shame, because God's love has been poured out into our hearts through the Holy Spirit, who has been given to us. Hope doesn't put us to shame. Wow. Okay, then we have Luke 6:37. So another thing about judging, it says, do not judge and you will not be judged. Do not condemn and you will not be condemned. Forgive and you will be forgiven. Interesting. Then we have Luke 12:3. What you have said in the dark will be heard in the daylight, and what you have whispered in the ear in the inner rooms will be proclaimed from the roofs. So what's done in the dark will be brought to light, is what it's saying. So if someone has done wrong against you, it will be found out. What's done in the dark, you have the moon card, what will be brought to light. And you have the light illuminating his head where he's had an awakening, an illumination. what's in the dark brought to light. Then we have Luke 6:32. If you, okay. Yes. Oh my gosh. Guys, are you kidding me? Wow. So keep in mind all these cards you've had, particularly these. Yeah. And the 420. Keeping all this in mind, Luke 6:32, if you love those who love you, what credit is that to you? Even sinners love those who love them. Even sinners love those who love them. What truly shows the character that you have, the grace that you have, and the unconditional love that you have is loving those who have not been good to you, have not shown you love. It's not saying to let people take advantage of you. That's different, because hear me out. You don't lose anything or any energy by loving people. The only way you lose energy is when is through attachment. Is if you love someone, but you're attached to the outcome, or you are attached codependently to them. You are attached to sort of enabling them, things like that. Like I said, codependency is part of that. But love itself is not sort of a, there's no expectations there. Perfect love, there is no expectations. There is no fear. There is no sort of codependency. Like I said, expectations of outcomes. It is perfect love isn't that. So therefore, love does not drain you. It doesn't take away from you. Only imperfect love can do that. Love itself doesn't cause an imbalance or you to be drained. Love itself doesn't do that. It's attachments that do that. Sort of went on a tangent there, sorry. Don't even know what started it. It's late. It's late for me. Did this one? Did we read this one? Oh, yeah. Okay. Anyway, so if it resonated, please like, share, subscribe, comment, anything like that helps to circulate the channel and would be very, very, very appreciated. And take care, and I hope to see you next time.